Welcome to another exciting video of Vimas Tech. Picture this. You're a salesperson. It's Monday morning. You've got a massive target to hit this quarter, right? You sit down at your desk, totally pumped and ready to go, but before you can actually do any real selling, you've got to spend hours doing literally everything around selling. Section 1. The Sales Productivity Problem. Escaping the Administrative Trap. Because let's be honest, you're constantly finding leads, researching companies, digging through LinkedIn, updating the CRM, drafting those generic emails, just hoping for a single reply. It's an absolute administrative trap. And right as you're drowning in all this manual research, your manager walks by and drops the dreaded question, "So, what's happening with the pipeline?" And the painful truth, you haven't even spoken to a real customer yet today. Well, this is exactly where AI is completely flipping the script on sales. We're not just talking about another basic email generator here. No way. We're talking about a digital teammate built to completely eliminate that repetitive, soul-crushing admin work. And today, we're going to break down 5 distinct AI-powered tools that do exactly that. Section 2. Capture and prioritize leads, featuring HubSpot Breeze and Salesforce Agentforce. Let's dive right into the first stage of our chronological sales pipeline and see how we can actually capture and filter all this massive data. Because as any seasoned seller knows, a good pipeline starts with getting the right eyes on your business. Enter our first tool, HubSpot Breeze. Think about a company selling IT services to small and medium-sized businesses. You've got thousands of potential companies you could contact, but you don't want thousands of random leads, do you? You want the right leads. HubSpot Breeze is incredible at filtering out the noise. Its prospecting agent actively prioritizes accounts based on real buying signals, while its customer agent immediately engages folks who are already visiting your website. For example, imagine you're selling cybersecurity services. You're looking for a very specific profile. Let's say 50 to 500 employees, growing super fast, expanding their IT setup, dealing with new compliance requirements, and actually showing a real interest in cybersecurity. Now, instead of a human spending hours manually Googling to find these traits, Breeze's customer agent uses your connected website pages, your knowledge-based articles, even your PDFs, to instantly answer questions and qualify those site visitors based on these exact criteria. It basically guides them right toward booking a meeting, which completely frees you up to talk only to highly qualified prospects. It's a total game changer. Next up, Salesforce Agentforce. Now, this moves us from a simple AI assistant to an actual autonomous AI agent. Let's say you're an enterprise seller and you're managing a territory with 200 massive accounts. You physically cannot deeply research every single one of those companies every morning. It's just not possible. But Agentforce can research CRM signals, scan real-time web data, and hand you next best action recommendations before you've even taken your first sip of coffee. And honestly, this just brilliantly illustrates the stark contrast between the exhausting old way of doing things and the new, empowered AI-assisted workflow. Look at the old way. A human desperately running between web searches, building endless lists, writing emails. Just exhausting. But in the AI-assisted workflow, the AI does all that heavy lifting. It researches, it prioritizes, it prepares the info. You, the human, actually get to start your day with an actionable priority list. You review the data, and you get straight to talking to the customer. Section 3. Find and understand prospects. Filtering the noise with Apollo AI. We're transitioning now into the critical challenge of outbound prospecting. Trying to decide exactly who to contact out of millions of possibilities is literally like finding a needle in a haystack. This is where our third tool steps in, Apollo AI. Let's say you're selling automation services and your territory is Germany. You definitely do not want to email every single company in Germany. What you want are specific manufacturing companies, maybe with 50 to 500 employees, that are actively investing in digital transformation right now. Apollo combines sales intelligence with AI to automatically filter that massive chaotic database down to a highly targeted list. It even scores them, so you know exactly who is actually worth your time. So, here is the absolutely crucial point we need to make. Raw data is not a qualified lead. Just because you scraped a list of 10,000 contacts doesn't mean you somehow have 10,000 actual opportunities. AI dramatically accelerates that filtering process, taking you from raw data to a qualified lead in seconds. But remember, a database cannot understand the nuance of human connection. Your human judgment remains absolutely essential to actually build that relationship. Section 4. Personalize outreach with context. Deep intelligence with Gong and Clay. Okay, so let's step into the next phase, We have our targets, but how do we connect with them meaningfully? We really need to extract deep insights from our active customer conversations and then conduct hyper-personalized research for our outbound messages. Let's look at the tools making this happen. Our fourth tool is Gong. Imagine a high-stakes scenario. Your sales team is conducting, say, 100 customer calls a week. A human manager cannot realistically listen to every single call, and let's face it, salespeople forget details. Gong's AI listens to and analyzes every one of these interactions. If a customer says something like, well, your solution looks interesting, but we're really worried about the implementation, Gong instantly flags that specific deal risk. That means the manager and the seller can immediately address that exact buying obstacle in the very next interaction. This builds what is basically an incredible feedback loop. The salesperson talks, the AI analyzes it, patterns are identified, and the salesperson improves their very next call based on real data. This proves that AI is functioning as an invisible, highly effective sales coach. It is not here to replace the salesperson, guys. It's designed to make them significantly better at their job. And that brings us to our fifth tool, Clay. This is an absolute powerhouse for B2B sales teams. It prevents those dreaded, generic AI emails that we literally all delete the second we see them. You know the ones. Dear sir, I noticed your company is a leader in innovation. Ugh. Clay solves this by pulling in deep context from first and third-party data. It finds the true decision maker, checks how large the company is, and most importantly, it identifies what specific technology stack they're using right now. This allows you to craft a message they actually care about. Now, let's just pull back for a second and look at the big picture, because these aren't just 5 random software products. They map perfectly to a seamless end-to-end modern sales pipeline. You're capturing and qualifying with HubSpot, researching and prioritizing with Salesforce, finding your targets with Apollo, enriching and personalizing your outreach with Clay, and then analyzing your conversations with Gong. The whole shebang. It takes you from a completely raw prospect all the way through to a closed opportunity. Section 5, the automation danger zone. The risks of bad data. We need to make a pretty dramatic pivot right now to discuss the absolute biggest mistake companies make when deploying these powerful tools. Because if you get this wrong, these incredible platforms will actually work against you. Hear me on this. Do not automate everything just because you can. It's a massive warning. If your CRM data is messy and inaccurate, or if your core sales message is weak, AI is not going to magically fix your strategy. Actually, scratch that. It's going to make things worse. AI will simply help you contact the exact wrong people much, much faster, generating thousands of terrible, irrelevant messages at scale. Your AI recommendations will become completely useless. So, what is the actual right way to do this? Here's the correct approach. You absolutely must have clean data, a crystal clear sales process, a strictly defined customer profile, controlled automation, and continuous human review. AI only becomes truly powerful when these foundational pillars are respected and actively maintained by your sales team. Section 6, the AI augmented salesperson, combining human empathy with digital scale. We're going to conclude with a really empowering thought here. The salesperson of the future won't necessarily be the one who can manually grind out the most emails. The future belongs to those who master the synergy between human relationship building and AI-driven scale. Look at the heavy lifting of digital administration that AI handles perfectly, finding info, prioritizing, summarizing, and automating. Now contrast that against the irreplaceable human elements. We still need humans to deeply understand the customer, to build genuine trust, to handle complex objections, to negotiate the fine nuances, and at the end of the day, to actually close the deal. So don't ask if AI is going to replace salespeople. The real question you should be asking is, what will happen to the salesperson who knows how to use AI? I'll tell you what, they are going to be absolutely unstoppable. I encourage you to start experimenting with just one of these workflows today. Don't try to boil the ocean, just pick one. And if you want more practical insights into AI, automation, and digital transformation, make sure you hit subscribe to Vimas Tech.